Why is that?
What's up, YouTube? Mello back here with another video. Fleece Johnson. Same stream, though. That's probably why I got the same fit on. Alright. Fleece Johnson, Booty Warrior. I'm not saying that. His D was on me. First man tried to take my booty in prison at 16. What could you even do? Like, what could you even do to like accomplish that in 16? Like go to actual federal prison. I forgot what he did, but he did something crazy. But we gonna get to the video. He already looks sweet, like off the rip.
Well, first of all, I was having problems at home with my daddy. I didn't like seeing my mama without. I love my mama, man. I was a mama's boy all the way up. All the way to her death. Love mama.
Yeah.
But she would never accept my money. Like I
Oh
go,
man, Fleece Johnson is an OG. Let's give a round of applause for Fleece, bro. I ain't he been here for a long time. I ain't gonna count. He been skyrocketing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But that 20v1, we ain't gonna speak on that 20v1. But if you know, you know. Let's get back into the video.
go out and still come in and say her mama. She said, I don't want your blood money. And if she think I done stole it, from somebody that she gonna make me give it back. And she'll call the police on me. She was crime. She was zero tolerant for any of that, right? And my mama, she retired from Fairdale High School. So she retired. So my other sister, Joyce, she retired from the military and from Ford.
Oh, Ford Motor Company.
Yeah. So she living, I just talked to her today, she living in a house built from the ground up. Most of my family got houses built from the ground up and stuff, right? So I was the one running around stealing. And, but I wasn't what you called too big. I wasn't violent, like hurting people, shooting people, none. I was just seeking attention mainly, right?
Yeah.
And I got it. And the police, I used to pick at them, steal a car, see them somewhere, run straight into them, see if they can catch me, right? They never could.
So you did it for the rush?
For the rush and for the fun, you know, not trying to hurt nobody or nothing like it. But when they caught up to me, they said, we're going to put them in prison.
How old were you at this time?
14.
So at 14.
I went to jail.
Okay.
And at 15, I was in jail, and I turned 16. When I hit prison at 15, just turned 16. Now, a lot of people, like I said, it's documented. This is how you can find out if I'm telling the truth. The Courier Journal newspaper, when they sent me to prison, because I was the first juvenile, and it was against the law then to send me, but they did it. I didn't have no support.
What did you get in trouble for? What did you get arrested
Stealing.
for? So it was
Stealing
just
a car and robbery. Armed robbery. And the article in the newspaper, the Courier Journal newspaper, the first day I hit prison, they came to interview me. It said, 16-year-old prisoner wants to get out and go straight. That's what the headline read. Front page of the Courier Journal. Now, I had my friend up in Indianapolis. She's a policeman. She got that article. So I know it's still there because she got it, you know.
Yep.
So I went to prison.
At 15 years old?
16.
16 years old?
Yeah.
And you hit prison. So you was in prison with grown folks?
Grown people. People that have been in there for 20, 30 years.
For armed robbery and...
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, but I had, at the time that I went, I had 2 brothers locked up in there. 2 cousins. And some hood dudes, right, that I knew. So I knew I was straight then down LaGrange, right? I was in LaGrange Reformatory. So I got to fight in you know,
How long did they give you? How much? What did they
12
sentence?
years. I only had 12 years.
They sentenced you to 12 years?
12 years sentence.
At 16 years old.
16, sent me to penitentiary with 12 years. And
Were you afraid?
hell yeah. What you mean? Well, man, my arms was that skinny, man. I ain't have no muscles, no nothing. I just had a lot of hair and stuff. And there was a guy in there, big old, big nigga. Nigga had a big afro. Back then, they was wearing afros and shit. Nigga built. But every time I take a shower, he comes in there. See, they showers were like 2 showers, one on this end, one on this end.
So you're a 16-year-old kid in prison with grown, big afro.
Freaky grown men. Let's keep it straight. Some freak niggas, right? Freak niggas. Niggas ain't had none and no telling how long. They want it fresh. They want it young, right? And I'm in the shower. I picked up on it, and he was over rubbing his soap all over his chest, just staring at me like that. So I'm like, "Fuck's wrong with this nigga, right?" So.
Atera is the IT painkiller. Remote monitoring and management, remote access, help desk and ticketing, smart automations, patching, software deployment, scripting. And the amazing thing is that it does all this while still being easy to use. It's magical.
Diligent Bird, what's up, man? Go ahead, follow the channel, man. I need him. I need him. Welcome, 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 welcome. Wait. Diligent Bird.
Just this clean, intuitive UI where every
I'm looking this way, so every time I turn around, this nigga was looking at me like this. And I seen all them muscles and shit, right? Then I look, I said, hold on, is this nigga hard? You know, his shit is out, right? So I came out of the shower, man, and I went and told some of my friends and shit. They said, oh, that's Big Reggie, man, big. I said, nigga, I don't care who it is. That nigga like his shit was hard, bro. He's staring at me. Oh, nigga, you. Every time, man. And then one day, I was getting out of the shower. When he came in, I got out there, nigga, give us start this shit, right?
So he never said nothing. He just.
Nah, he'll make grunt noise, make me look over. A nigga said, I look over, he be rubbing his chest, staring at me and shit, right? So I get out of the shower. Seriously, I get out of the shower.
They don't care, bro. You know.
And like I said, I was skinny. I was skinny as fuck then. A little skinny on, fat little ass on me, you know. So this nigga get out and he walked past me, and I'm thinking, he bumped into me. And I felt his shit hit me on the side of the hip. He said, oh, excuse me. So look, man, that nigga's shit, his dick, it touched me. So I said, man, I gotta do something here. He said, you need anything from the store? Now, you don't even know me like that, bro.
He ain't finna just go past that like he ain't say that.
That nigga's shit, his dick, it touched me. So I said, man, I gotta do something here. He said, you need anything from the store? Now, you don't even know me like that, bro. They asked me if I need something out of a store. Now, I know where your man's at now, right? You ain't even talking, do I need something out of a store, my nigga?
I treat you like family,
And so I said, all right. So back then in LaGrange, they used to have out of commissary tang jars, right? Made out of glass. Everything now is plastic now, because inmates is using stuff.
The glass as a weapon and stuff like that?
Yeah, I sure used it at one, because I went over and I broke it. My hands are shaking. I said, man, I don't even know if I can go through with this or not, right? I broke the glass. I said, so I walked back in there. I said, if he touched me, let him touch me. Just don't walk in there and hit nobody, right? So he was doing his hair, slutting that big afro, and nigga was blowing it out. He said, hey, I ain't say nothing. He said, you. I said, who, me? I had the glass up on a towel, right?
Yeah.
I said, what you want? He said, can you, he said, when I do my hair like that, can you put a rubber band on there? I said, no. Man, I ain't to put. I don't ever. He said, "What you mean?" I said, "No, man. I'm not putting shit on her. You know what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
He said, "Grab my hands and then like he said they smooth."
This is in the shower?
No, this is in the shower room. He's not still in the shower. He's
Yeah.
out of the shower. See, when you come out of the shower, they got a little platform right here where you can put your stuff up on, and they got mirrors. You
Yeah.
can look in the mirror and comb your hair out and all this stuff.
I got you. It's kind of like a locker room.
Man, I stabbed shit out of that nigga. I cut him with that thing and ran.
I don't even know what to say. I ain't gonna cap. That video ain't hit as different as the other one. I ain't gonna back to you. Something about it, bro. But that was a Fleece Johnson. Fleece Johnson. Booty warrior. I mean, it don't sound like you're a booty warrior in this video, but hey, he's still a goat. All right, don't get that mixed up. But hey, man, if you haven't yet, go ahead like the video. Make sure you stay tuned. All right, don't fly. See, I can't even say it right, bro. Let me just get out of here, bro.